Season 2 of The Legend of Vox Machina came out today. We're going to do a recap on Season 1, then we're going to talk all about Season 2. Grog is stealing the show. He's amazing. If you don't know about the anime, it's an adult anime, no nudity, crude humor. You know what it's all about if you're here. Let's get into the recap and then we'll talk all about Season 2. The kingdom is under attack by an unknown evil. The king is talking to his advisors and asks them to find people to save the kingdom. They reply back with, the murder hobos are murdered, the death dealers are dead, they have no one. Then we pan off to our merry band known as Vox Machina. They're being kicked out of a bar, and then they're led to head to the kingdom to save the day. As they enter the palace, Vex senses an evil presence. Reluctantly hired, they find the beast, discover it's a dragon. Dragons aren't really nice in this kingdom, at least not the ones that we've seen so far. They barely escape the encounter with the dragon, and Vex believes someone in the castle is connected to all this from her feeling earlier. They return to the palace, and Vex thinks the evildoer is Fence, and follows him into General Krieg's room. As they enter, Krieg kills Fence, revealing himself to be the dragon, transforming right in front of them. They continue their legendary battle versus Brimscythe in a huge cavern, with Vox Machina, of course, barely prevailing. They portal out back to the palace where the king honors their heroic deeds that he himself cannot believe, so he names them Protectors of the Realm. Later at the Sovereign's feast, Percy sees the Briarwoods. They killed his family when he was a child. Vax tries to search their room, but is caught by the Briarwoods. Mr. Briarwood reveals himself to be a vampire. A massive battle eventually breaks out at the castle gates. During the battle, Percy starts showing signs of darkness emanating from his body when he becomes angry. The Briarwoods escape easily after manhandling the entire gang. Percy tells his story to the group, how the Briarwoods took over Whitestone and killed his parents. He and his sister escaped. Well, as they escaped, his sister was gunned down by arrows, and Percy escaped on his own. After the battle with the Briarwoods, Pike is unable to commune with the Everlight. The team heads out to Whitestone without Pike as she goes on her own journey to connect with the Everlight. Back in Whitestone, they find a resistance group trying to undo the evil Briarwoods. They reveal that Percy's sister is still alive. With the help of others in town and Scanlan's distraction, they commence the rescue. During the rescue, when they eventually reach Percy's sister, Professor Anders cuts her throat. Calith tries to heal her as Percy goes after the professor. The professor has the power to control others and turns them all against Percy, but Percy's able to get a shot off and break the spell. Following this, Delilah, Lady Briarwood, is raising an army of the dead. At the same time, Pike is shown speaking to the Everlight. We're shown a flashback of the Briarwoods where Delilah is desperately trying to find a cure for her husband. She finds a book and performs an unworldly ritual, saving her husband, leading her down a dark path and transforming him into a vampire. Back at the town, their battle against a legion of the undead, Calith is able to freeze most of them as Percy steps up to lead the battle. As the army breaks free from the ice, Pike blasts in from the sky as an astral projection. Battle rages on, but with the help of Pike, it's won very easily. As they seek out the Briarwoods in the dungeons below the castle, they find a prisoner. Percy goes goth again, getting black all over, losing control, and aims to kill her. Anna Ripley used to work for the Briarwoods and tortured Percy. Percy seems to be losing control every time this happens to him, taken over by the darkness. Pike tries to help, but she can't because she says something is clouding his soul. They continue on through the dungeon in their search for the Briarwoods, but they land in a room that's trapped and eventually fills up with acid. Grog does a naked swim with the help of Pike to save the whole entire team from imminent death. They finally get to the Briarwoods where Delilah is trying to raise the Whispered One, an undead creature with immense power. Calith kills Silas as Delilah completes the ritual to invoke the Whispered One. The Whispered One was not what Delilah had hoped for and kind of just disappeared as Percy shoots Delilah twice in the back, looking even more evil. As all this is happening, Pike is snapped back to her actual physical body far, far away, leaving the team in a tight spot. With the danger of the Briarwoods gone, Percy's demon shows itself. To save his friends, he shoots his own hand to force the demon out and then throws his gun in acid, destroying the demon's possession. Calith is barely alive, the gang is battered. Grog finds the black demon sword that craves blood, saying finders, keepers. Percy encourages his sister to lead the people at Whitestone. They return to King Almond. As they enter the castle, Vex senses something again as the screen pans out and 4 huge dragons fly toward the castle. 3 episodes are out for season 2. I feel like Grog is stealing the show. He's definitely making me laugh, and I think this season is going to be about him finding his true power, just like we had Pike finding hers. We had Percy going through his conflict with his family and the demon within him. I think this is going to be a lot about Grog. Of course, the dragons. The dragons are evil. They're savage creatures in this realm. I don't see how they're going to combat them. We'll have to see. They've been sent out by that Sphinx to find, I guess, artifacts, relics to help them fight these dragons. We'll have to see how that all pans out, but I really think it's going to be about Grog finding his strength and becoming really strong, like Pike, maybe for a short time, maybe with the help of these objects that they're all collecting, but that's my feeling so far. Let me know how you're enjoying season 2. Let me know your predictions for season 2. Thanks so much for watching. Appreciate your time. I will see you all in a video soon.